The well that escalated quickly and then de-escalated, maybe? Show of 2025. All right, let's talk about India and Pakistan again. April and May of 2025 saw these two nuclear-armed neighbors play a game of how close can we get to actual war without warring. Missiles and drones were launched like it was a Black Friday sale on military hardware. Thankfully, a ceasefire was brokered by the US, but both sides immediately accused each other of violations. It's a classic, horrifying, potentially civilization-ending drama. A quick rewind. Why are these two always at each other's throats? Spoiler, it's complicated and old. The rivalry dates back to their independence in 1947. Kashmir, a beautiful land both countries claim, has been the flashpoint for multiple wars. A UN resolution in 1948 suggested a plebiscite, but it never happened. It's about land, identity, religion, water, and deep-seated mistrust. They accuse each other of sponsoring terrorism regularly. The Indus Waters Treaty, a 6-decade-old agreement about sharing river water, was recently suspended by India. Pakistan's response was that messing with their water is an act of war. It's a never-ending cycle of blame. The recent unpleasantness, missiles, accusations, and a whole lot of he started it. It all re-kicked off around April 22nd, 2025. Gunmen attacked a resort in Pahalgam, killing 26 people. India blamed the resistance front, alleging links to Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba. Pakistan denied everything. On May 7th, India launched missiles at what they termed terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan. Pakistan claimed these missiles hit civilians, resulting in over 50 deaths. From May 8th to May 10th, it was open season with drones and more missiles targeting each other's military bases. Indian Prime Minister Modi urged Pakistanis to live a life of peace, eat your bread, or choose my bullet. The whole thing was a masterclass in how not to de-escalate a crisis. Section 4. Diplomacy on tour. The please believe our side of the story world extravaganza. Once the missiles stopped, mostly flying, it was time for the great global diplomatic offensive. India launched a campaign sending delegations to over 30 countries to accuse Pakistan of supporting terrorist groups. Pakistan embarked on its own diplomatic blitz, portraying itself as the noble advocate for peace. Prime Minister Sharif expressed a sudden willingness for dialogue with India on all matters, including Kashmir and counter-terrorism. The US Secretary of State made some calls to de-escalate. The G7 nations urged maximum restraint. Experts warned that armed conflict between nuclear powers risks spinning out of control. The international community's response was largely, please stop, you're scaring the children and our stock markets. It's like giving matches to pyromaniacs and then being surprised when they try to set the curtains on fire. Section 5. So, are we done here? The fragile truce and other hilarious anxieties. So here we are, May 29th, 2025. The ceasefire, brokered by the US on May 10th, is technically holding. Airports have reopened and the biggest domestic cricket tournament in India is thinking about rescheduling. But is everything hunky-dory? Of course not. Kashmir is still Kashmir. The Indus Waters Treaty is still suspended. India's Prime Minister Modi has declared a new policy. Any attack on Indian soil now warrants a military response. The nuclear weapons are the ever-present, slightly terrifying elephant in the room. For now, the guns are silent, but the war of words and deep mistrust continue. Stay tuned, folks, because this show is definitely not over.